Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young man named Rohan. Rohan was known for his carefree attitude and his habit of procrastinating tasks. He would often spend his days lounging around, dreaming about the future, but never really taking any concrete steps towards his goals. One fine morning, as Rohan lazily strolled through the village square, he came across an old man sitting under the shade of a banyan tree. The old man seemed to radiate a sense of wisdom and serenity that immediately caught Rohan's attention. Intrigued, Rohan approached the old man and struck up a conversation. They talked about life, dreams, and ambitions. Rohan shared his aspirations, but also confessed his habit of wasting time and procrastinating. The old man listened patiently, his eyes twinkling with empathy. Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out a small hourglass. "Do you know the value of time, young man?" he asked, holding up the hourglass for Rohan to see. Rohan shrugged, not fully understanding the significance of the question. The old man smiled knowingly and began to tell him a story. Once upon a time, there was a wealthy merchant who possessed everything one could desire: riches, power, and influence. But despite his wealth, the merchant was never satisfied. He always yearned for more. One day, the merchant received a visitor, a wise sage who had traveled far and wide in search of truth. The sage offered the merchant a gift, a magical hourglass that could grant any wish, but with one condition: once the sand ran out, so would the merchant's life. The merchant was ecstatic. He wished for even greater wealth, for immortality, for power beyond measure, and the hourglass granted his every desire. But as the years passed, the merchant grew old and frail, consumed by greed and regret. In his final moments, as the sand trickled away, the merchant realized the true value of time. All his wealth and power could not buy him a single precious moment. He had wasted his life chasing after empty dreams, never realizing that the true treasure lay in the present moment. As the old man finished his story, Rohan felt a shiver run down his spine. He realized that he had been squandering his most valuable asset, time. Inspired by the old man's words, Rohan vowed to change his ways. From that day forward, Rohan became a man on a mission. He stopped procrastinating and started working diligently towards his goals. He seized every opportunity that came his way, knowing that time was too precious to waste. Years passed, and Rohan's efforts bore fruit. He achieved success beyond his wildest dreams, not because he had more time than others, but because he learned to value every moment. And as he looked back on his journey, Rohan knew that the greatest lesson he had learned was the value of time. For in the end, it is not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years.